You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Back in 1969, something remarkable happened at the Ryder Cup that has been talked about for decades. An act so surprising that it has been celebrated as one of the greatest gestures of sportsmanship in golf, yet also questioned as a competitive mistake. It was the moment known simply as the Concession. The Ryder Cup that year was being played at Royal Birkdale in England. Tony Jacklin had been riding high. He had just given British golf a huge lift by winning the Open Championship at Royal Lytham, and he was carrying that momentum into the Cup. By the time the singles matches came around, Great Britain and Ireland had a narrow lead, but it slipped away as the afternoon wore on. Eventually, the fate of the entire event came down to the final match. Jack Mallon versus Jack Nicklaus, already a major champion many times over and arguably the best player in the world. The pressure was immense. On the 17th hole, Jacklin sank a huge eagle putt to square the match, setting up a dramatic finish on the final hole. Both players reached the green in 2 shots. Jacklin left his first putt just short, about 2 feet away. Nicklaus, who had overhit his own birdie attempt, holed his par putt and then, in a stunning moment, picked up Jacklin's marker. By conceding that short putt, Nicklaus ensured the match was halved, the Ryder Cup tied, and the trophy retained by the United States. Now here's the debate. To many, this was a shining example of golf's spirit. Nicklaus later explained that he didn't want the entire Ryder Cup decided by the possibility of Jack Nicklaus missing such a short putt. He recognized how much Jacklin meant to British golf at that time, and wanted to preserve that rather than see him haunted by a miss. It was a moment that lifted the game, softened the bitterness that had flared during the competition, and became immortalized when the two men later designed the Concession Golf Club in Florida. But not everyone was impressed. American captain Sam Snead was furious, and some of Nicklaus's teammates felt betrayed. They had worked tirelessly to compete, and they believed every chance to win outright should have been seized. To them, Nicklaus's decision robbed the U.S. of a possible outright victory. Snead summed it up bluntly. "We went over there to win, not to be good OL boys." Looking back now, it's easy to see why this moment has been so debated. On one hand, it was pure class, an act of grace under pressure that elevated both men and the Ryder Cup itself. On the other, it was undeniably risky. After all, pressure can cause even short putts to be missed, and history might have looked very different if Nicklaus had forced Jacklin to putt. In the end, though, the Concession became more than just a single gesture. It turned into a symbol of the values golf aspires to: honor, respect, and fairness. Whether you call it sportsmanship or a mistake, it ensured that the 1969 Ryder Cup would never be forgotten. And perhaps that was Nicklaus's greatest victory of all. Stay subscribed for more videos.